Granblue Fantasy visual novel. Oh, there's the quest screen. Um, or not visual novel, the online mobile game. So this is the main screen here, and this is Jita. She's one of the main characters. You can also be Gran, but I don't like Gran. I think I just don't like him. I'll leave it there. And I've got my reasons for that, but I can make an entire video of why I don't like him. And if you want me to do that, I can definitely do that. Just leave that in the comments below, and I will make a video of why I don't like Gran. But anyway, it's about this. So this is Jita, and she's the female protagonist of this game, and it's a gacha game, and it's got overwhelming popularity. And as such, that's where the fighter game comes from. And so we got parties, upgrades, we got our draws, quests, typical gacha game stuff. But what is it that makes it so popular? Right? It's just typical gacha game. Like, there's millions of them out there. So I started playing it, and I actually can see why people really like it. It's got that nice art, like Chrono Trigger and the earlier Final Fantasies. So I've got a couple SSRs here. Like, I got Zeta. She was one of my first SSRs. And she's actually in the fighter game as well. I've got a combo video of her up. It's not her original outfit. You've actually got multiple versions you can get of each character. But as you can see, it's got her attacks that she can use, what they do, their upgrades, the uncapping. So if you want to make their levels higher, you can just go uncap. And you can do it whenever. You don't actually have to get the actual max level to uncap them. You can just do it whenever you want. But there's what you need for it. So I've got everything but this little orb thing here. And then it'll tell you like where you can get them. So this is like a Celestial Mega Anima apparently. So I need 3 of those. So I can't do it right now. But yeah, so you got the party, the upgrade. So let's try a draw, and that's another thing. It's really nice with the draws. The drop rates are pretty good for getting ultimate ultra rares. It's a 3% drop rate. So it's not like FGO where it's like a 0.001% drop rate to get a 5-star. It's actually pretty good. And for new time players, depending on where you are, for me it's 1 p.m. For the first 6 days, you actually get a chance to draw a 10 pull every day from the premium, which is a guaranteed S or super rare or ultra rare. So let's do that and see what we get. So I just skip it. Well, so we got something. No, don't know you. Well, looks like we got a couple of people. You look like a Ryan from Fate Go. It's only 2 guys. We got Carbuncle, but I already got him from the special first sign-up thing. Ooh. Oh, for some reason went there. Well, I've already got you. Redraw the same thing. Redrawing. Yes, I know. I've already got you people. I broke the game, guys. And then you can get trophies and all that other stuff, which you can collect to get extra jewels, so you can draw again. So you just go to rewards and you pick up, and it gives you your jewels. It's nice because you can just go pick up all instead of just picking up one by one, which unfortunately some gacha games I've played they don't have that option. So let's try a quest out so you can see what the gameplay is actually like. Do I have anything I can do? Don't think I can do that yet. Yeah, I have to be. So let's go special, because I think we have... Yeah. Actually, you know what? I know a perfect one, because I can show you some multiple things. So, we got an event going on right now called the Proving Grounds. And you basically fight tough enemies, and you gain points. And unfortunately, you can't use the same party over and over and over again. You have to actually make multiple parties to fight your battles. And you pick somebody to take into battle with you, and you can use their I guess summon to help you out. And since there's 2 battles, I had to make 2 different parties. So with this one, I'll just use my party 2. So this is the battle. And if you want, you can, before you even get into the actual attack, you can decide to use your skills. So all you got to do is click on them, and it'll give you a description of what it does. It's cooldown. Just hit OK. And there you go. So these guys can hit pretty hard. So I'm just going to reduce some of that damage. And you don't have to click each individual character. You can just hit this, and it'll just switch to each character real quick. So that I'm going to save, because that comes more in handy from when they use hard-hitting attacks. What's good about this this game, what's really nice and convenient, is the one I'm playing right now is actually for the computer. You can just search it up online and play from there, but you can also play it on your phone. And you do have to make an account to play, but it's more of just for formality. In case something goes wrong, like you lose your data or something, you can just go find your account and just load it right back up, and you'll be good to go. You don't have to start right back from the beginning again. And whatever you do on your phone, it'll transfer to your computer and vice versa. So you don't have to make 2 separate accounts. It keeps track on both systems. And I know that because I actually tried it on both my phone and my computer at the same time. So that was really cool. So at the bottom here you can see they got 2 gauges, their HP and their CA. And their CA is their gauge for their ultimate. And it fills as they do attacks. And as you can see there, the Alec dude, who's almost dead now, got 2 attacks. So he gained 20 gauge. They gain 10 gauge for each attack they do. So he's able to do his ultimate now. So we'll actually hold off on that. And so to hold off, you just hit this and you put it to hold. And the reason why we'll do that is because we're going to summon Yggdrasil, or Iggy as she's affectionately known from the fighting game community. And as you can see, the animations for the summon are actually really nice. They're quick, but they're well animated, and the art style is really nice. Like it really does remind me of the old Final Fantasies and Chrono Trigger kind of style. So now, hopefully, he won't be attacked, but knowing my luck, he probably will be. Oh, no, he managed to make it through. So we'll use that. And if we're lucky, he'll make it through one more. What are we sitting at? 28? So yeah, unfortunately I have to scroll down a lot because it's on the computer, so I kind of apologize for that. You won't have to do that on the mobile, obviously. So hopefully he'll survive this one more. Oh, there you go. So now, what you can do is you hit that. So now you can use 3 of these, which will create a chain. And since these guys are water types, Earth is the way to go. You'd think lightning would be, but apparently Earth is the way to go with water types in this game. And so now with that, it calculates all the bonuses. So damage dealt, action bonuses, etc., etc. Those are little special bonuses, and that goes into my point total. Oh, thing is not letting me go down. Oh, now it's restarting. Oh, there we go. Now I don't know what that was all about, but it worked. Technical difficulties. So this is the boss. Yeah, a big fish. I'm having to make sushi. So this is my main party. They're the biggest damage dealers. Yet, oddly enough, he doesn't hit as hard as the first battle. Yeah, and Vern, this little guy here, he always makes little quips, but he's more just a nuisance than anything. He doesn't actually say anything useful. So Zeta's pretty nice because she puts elemental debuffs of her element to the enemy, and then as you saw, she also inflicts burn. And it's nice because that also helps Lady Grey because she's also dark element. So these two work really well together. And we'll save that ability for now because that gives him evade. So we want to leave that for when he's going to attack with a hard-hitting attack. So let's hold off on that for a turn or two. So, with this last attack, now I can get an entire chain. So now you hit attack, and although he's not going to have enough, yeah, see, he didn't even survive the first shot. But you also get bonus points for that as well. So that's your battle. And and how the battle system goes. So it's simple but nice looking, in my opinion. And then you get rewards, and so for that I can now get this CP. It's easier just to pick up all, even though there's just one. And if I want to ever switch my classes, you just go here, switch class, and these are all the classes you have to choose from. Now these ones I don't have access to right now. I've only got the Sentinel class, but eventually I will be able to pick the rest of these. But let's say Sentinel for some reason didn't do the job. I just go back here, pick whichever one I want, hit OK, and there you go. And then it'll ask to re-equip weapons, because classes have their own specialty in weapons, right? They can't all use the same amount, so she can only use melee weapons in this class. And then it'll show all the weapons that you can use. And I'm a little overpowered in this, because when you first start, it actually gives you a lot of special little thank you bonuses. And one of them is, I think, a ticket for 3 draws of max level weapons, and I got like 3 ultra rares at max level of like 250 or something. So I'm a little overpowered. And although they're max level, they do have a slight penalty right now, because each weapon does have a level cap on them, or minimum rank, I should say. And as you can see, that it's right here. It's minimum rank 50. So if I want to equip that and I'm not 50, it'll reduce it by 20%. So instead of being 244 and 2850, it'll be 195 and 2280. So it takes a small bit of a damage HP and attack nerf, but from where I'm at, it's still way more than enough. Way more than I need. Then you just happy with your preparations, or you want to change your summons, it's the same deal. You just click whatever summon you want, hit replace, and you go. But yeah, that's pretty much what this all is. It's a nice little gacha game. It's free to play. The drop rates are really nice. They reset every day. They called Jita the whale, and I originally thought that it was because you had to roll for her, but it turns out it's just some weird thing that people who roll a lot and put a lot of money into this game, because it does have that option. They tend to have Jita as their avatar for some reason. I don't know what makes her so special for that, but that's just a thing, I guess. But yeah, and then you've also got these one-turn challenges, but I don't have the power for that yet. And then you have these comic strips as well. So if you want to read the comics, because they actually have a little, I guess, little manga thing that they have going on. And as you can see, it's got like well over 1,000 strips, and not all of them are translated, but a good majority of it is. And the game is in both Japanese and English, but you don't need any form of special translator tool or anything. You just pick the language that you want, and it's all done for you. It's already pre-translated into English on the one setting, and it's right there, right at the beginning, on what language you want. So it's all laid out real easy for you. And then you got the news there, so anything that's important. So right all there, right straightforward. And also, if you go here, you can get special little items. And then these are also things that you can check out what you have. Um, yeah, it looks like I got an SSR ticket. Might have to check that out. Let's see. So let's go to the draw. Draw one free. Oh, there we go. So let's see what I get on this one. Hopefully I get an ultra rare, but I doubt it. Ultra rares are hard to get. Yeah, it looks like just a regular. Yeah, just a regular super rare. Stiletto, so no new characters, unfortunately. So max level weapon, we'll see what we get here. Rare, rare. Hey, we got a character too. Ooh. List. She looks like a yandere. So that's cool. Got two characters in my max level draw. But yeah, that's basically what Granblue Fantasy is. It's a really nice looking gacha game. The story is good. You do have certain levels that you can do certain quests in, unfortunately. Like as you saw, the one I had to be ranked 30 to do. So there are some that are locked to certain ranks. And also, there are certain characters that, while you don't have to, you can read them. They are technically story locked, and so they recommend you get to that part of the story before you read their intros, because otherwise it might spoil stuff. But you can read them if you so choose. But yeah, these tell you what quests you can do. But I can see why people like this game, because it's very very beginner friendly. It doesn't force you to have any form of payment into it. The drop rates are nice. The art is really nice. If you play the Granblue Fantasy Versus game, and you manage to get a character that you played, it's really kind of nice to have them on your team. Like I managed to pull Luane, who's a rare, and as well as Zeta. I messed around with Zeta, so when I pulled them, I was really happy. And Luane's just as funny as usual with his quips. But I would recommend this game to anybody who likes gacha games. And like I said, it's shared on both the computer and the mobile game, and you don't need to make two different accounts. Whatever you do on your phone will then be transferred to your computer when next you boot it up on your computer. So it's really nice, and it's not hard to set up an account or anything. You can translate that into English as well. It's not behind a huge massive paywall to get things like some others I've run across. The drop rates are nice. So yeah, I would recommend trying it out. And if you haven't tried Granblue Fantasy Versus, I would highly recommend that too. It's a fun game. I would say it definitely does have its flaws, like most fighters, but it's still fun. I still really enjoy playing it, and I can't wait to get Zoe. I hope I draw her in this too. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Um, hope I'll leave the link in the description. So if you want to give it a shout out, a look, then it'll be there for you. Hopefully you enjoy it, and maybe send me a friend request. My character's name is Oka, Ouka, and yeah, hopefully we can play together sometime. But until then, keep enjoying anime and anime for life.